pressure, fires, caught, touchdown, Carl Moore. They come inside, touchdown, David Nelson. Tebow drills it, it's caught, touchdown, Riley Cooper, roommate to roommate.
This guy's unbelievable.
Florida wins it 31-20.
Back at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we are just about 15 minutes to kickoff. We've made our way down to the field. Laura Rutledge has some other duties. She'll be doing sideline for this game. So it's just the boys to close this one out as the band gets going here. Paul, thoughts on what's going to happen?
I am not going to go against history. I'm a big historian, and I just think Alabama will find a way to win. And what really made me think that is the way Kalen DeBoer called the end of the Iron Bowl. I mean, the guy, I can't say the word on network television, but he's got them, and Alabama.
We'll have the rest of our picks here in a second, but listen to this.
Festivities kicked off. Here is PA announcer Rick Smith.
At the age of 96, a pioneering leader who helped shape modern college sports, he launched the SEC Football Championship game and was the father of the Bowl Championship Series, the foundation for today's college football playoff. A man of resolve and integrity who worked tirelessly to uplift student athletes. Today, we remember Roy Kramer. At this time, we ask you to please rise if you are able and join us as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem, performed by the University of Georgia Redcoat Marching Band under the direction of Dr. Brett Bauckham, and the University of Alabama $1 Million Band under the direction of Dr. Kenneth Ozello.
What a moment. The stands are packed. We are now just 11 minutes away from kickoff here as we rejoin you down on the field. Let's talk about what's going to be important, or maybe who's going to be important in this game. Let's go some X factors. Tim, your X factor for this game.
I have to go with Zachariah Branch.
Yeah.
When he gets one-on-one or a chance to change the game, he is the most explosive player on Georgia's offense, and it's not even really close. I don't care if it's jet sweeps, reverse, screens, stick routes, down the field. He is a game changer. He's been it all year, and last week was no different. To separate it, it was one-on-one, and he changed the game.
I'm going to stay on the Georgia side as well. I think the tight ends for Georgia have to be involved early. We saw this past game and Gunnar Stockton be stagnant last week against Georgia Tech. Get Oscar Delp going. Get Lawson Lucky going. maybe the big freshman Ellis Williams in the red zone. Get those guys easy touches early for Gunnar Stockton.
For me, no shocker on this one. I'm going defense and Alabama. Bray Hubbard, the safety. Only 2 players in the nation have 4 interceptions and 3 calls fumble. Him and Jacob Rodriguez. The dude's been balling. And then Jan St. Pierre off the edge. He's a player that's really stepped up in the back half of the season, and he has been a monster. Can Georgia contain those guys?
The man in the black hoodie is mine. And I was talking a minute ago about what he did last week, and I think that carries over because he has so much confidence, and as we've all talked all afternoon, he just never lost it, even after a couple of blunders, such as the FSU game and the Oklahoma game. He will make the right call at the end of the game.
Well, legends are often made in this game in moments like this. We got some SEC legends out there on the field right now. Cam Newton, you can tell by the hat. He's always got a good-looking hat on.
Yeah, and he definitely got booed.
Brandon Spikes, Tyrann Mathieu.
Honey Badger down there.
Derek Johnson from Texas.
Georgia, Florida got booed too.
Jordan Matthews from Vanderbilt.
Yeah, shout out.
One of my receivers.
Yep.
Jacob Tamme, underrated.
Underrated, really good
player,
tight end.
Man.
Yes, really good player. Now he's a great financial advisor. See?
You got to be ready for your career.
He looks like it.
I'm just telling you, he's doing great. Tyrann Mathieu.
The Honey Badger legend.
I couldn't hear.
All right, as we honor the rest of these SEC legends, we're going to have some game picks on the other side. And I have a feeling there might be one that surprises you.
Ooh.
Or maybe not.
How might change?
We'll see.
For the last 7 or 8 weeks, you would look at the SEC standings. You'd be like, who's going to make it to Atlanta? Here we go. It's a rematch with Alabama and Georgia.
Hey, we got another one. We got to go do it again.
If you're scared, go to church. I see Chris, I put in work. #1 Alabama city. Yeah, I did it first. I remember they
won championships. That's the goal.
Let's get it. Let's go. I've been up in that mode.
It'll be a lot of fun in Atlanta.
Like it's a Super Bowl.
SEC Nation is presented by Ice Cold Dr. Pepper. College football, it's a pepper thing. See there some of the last SEC champions. For Saban in 23, the Dogs in 24. And who's it going to be in 25? All right, Timmy, we've talked a lot about injuries. One of the big ones we've hit on, Josh Cuevas, not in the lineup, in street clothes for Alabama. How does that play a factor?
Well, Caleb Edwards or another one of these tight ends really have to step up. And last week, you were able to see Auburn really take advantage. You're going to see him come down in motion right here against Crawford, and this isn't even close. And they put so much pressure on Ty Simpson.
Yes.
How fast, the speed to be able to run inside of him. Even though he's only got to make an arc block on the outside, the speed from it. Does Georgia see that and try to take advantage of it early?
Yeah, you hear some of the boos as Alabama's captains walk out, and Kirby Smart has his team primed to run on the field. Like you said, Tim, these are the moments that you want to quiet your mind, settle your emotions, and get ready for what's going to be an intense 4 quarters.
You know, it's really one of the last times to really do that.
Yeah.
Throughout this, for the next 3.5 hours, this is one of those last moments where it's okay. I'm focusing on my keys. I'm taking deep breaths. I'm really meditating. I'm focusing on the task at hand. And for me, it was always try to focus on the smallest common denominator. What is the thing that I've done over and over and over again? Just try to do it a little bit better. I don't have to be different at all. I just got to do what I've done so many times, but a little bit better.
And there's the black hoodie in Alabama as they take the field to a chorus of boos from these Georgia fans in Atlanta. And here come the Dogs.
I'm good, baby. I'm good, baby. Always. See you later.
It's been well documented. Kirby Smart and his record against Alabama, 1-7. A lot of that Nick Saban, but now 0-2 against Kalen DeBoer. But he feels this Georgia team is different. He feels this Georgia team is resilient, and he's going to need that resilience. Let's get some game picks. How are we feeling about these game picks, boys? I feel like this is
I'm not real confident.
This is a coin toss. You can cut this so many different ways. So, Tim, I'm going to start with you. How do you see this game going?
You know, this is a really tough one. Out of all the SEC championships that we've done, I feel like this is one of the most even matchups. We saw it earlier in the year. It came down to a drop catch by Georgia, or they would have won. But in this one, I think it's the mentality of Georgia. It's the coaching. It's, hey, we haven't gotten over that hump. It's what Roman's mentioned and Paul's mentioned all day, the mentality of it. And I think there's someone that changes the mentality of this program, and it's not just Kirby Smart. I think it's Gunnar Stockton and his toughness. And I think in the short yardage, in the red zone, on the goal line, I think Georgia just does just enough to win a close one.
I think the run game for Georgia hasn't been talked about. They ran for 227 yards the first time these two teams met. I think the physicality of the run game for Georgia is the difference today. Also, if you're sitting at a roulette table and it keeps hitting red, eventually it's got to go black, which means eventually this Georgia team's going to get it done against Atlanta. As we just saw the coin toss, Bama won the toss.
Like they will defer a lot of money.
Yeah. So Georgia will start with the ball. Rome, what do you got?
You know, I think this is going to be a great matchup. Anytime you have to play a team two times, it usually doesn't end up in a successful manner for that team that won the first one. And to be honest with you, it kind of reminds me a lot of what happened last year. Georgia went on the road, beat Texas in Texas. All of a sudden in the SEC championship, everybody's telling me that Texas has to win this one because you can't beat a team twice. And, you know, the other things, I just don't think so. I think Bama handles business. Put the TV on me, please, sir.
We knew it was going to go.
Bama.
We knew it
by
was coming
50.
Out.
Big time win today by the Alabama Crimson Tide, and the black hoodie of Kalen DeBoer keeps it rolling.
You know,
Paul Feinbaum.
The repetitiveness of that is about to get me to change my pick to Georgia. It's one of those, but I'm going to.
You want me to be the lone wolf?
Everything I've said all day, it's just, to me, it's just there's something going. There's something in the wind on a not so rainy night in Georgia. I believe in Kirby Smart. He's the best coach, but I have to see him beat Alabama again, and I don't think it's going to happen tonight. Alabama will win.
It's fair.
College football playoff implications still on the line for Alabama. Seeding on the line. Georgia with an opportunity to change the storyline. If you stay here, you get to watch the game on the SKYCAST. We'll see you at halftime.
Kicking off for Alabama, number 31, Connor Talty. Deep for Georgia, number 1, Zachariah Brown. The kick goes into the end zone for the touchback. First and 10, Georgia from the 25. The pass from number 14, Gunnar Stockton, complete to number 1, Zachariah Branch. The completion picks up 17. First and 10 from the 42. Stockton carries on the quarterback draw. Tackled by number 18, Bray Hubbard. The gain is 3. Second down, 7. The pass out to number 1, Zachariah Branch. There is a flag.
Holding offense, number 86. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains second down.
Second down, 17 from the 35. Number 3, Nate Frazier. Tackled for a loss by number 11, Jordan Renard. The loss is 3 yards. Third down, 20. Stockton on the carry. Hit by number 42, Yanze Pierre. Fourth down.
Number 4 for Georgia is now wearing number 46.
Number 92, Brett Thorson in punt formation. Number 7, Cole Adams, deep for Alabama. Adams breaks the third catch at the 17. The punt travels 45 yards. First and 10, Alabama from the 19. Number 4, Daniel Hill carries up the middle. The tackle by number 94, Xavier McLeod. The gain is 5 yards. Second down, 5. On the carry. Third down, 2. Number 17, Lazier Brooks. Hit by number 1, Ellis Robinson IV. 4th down. Number 38, Blake Dowd in punt formation. Deep for Georgia, number 1, Zachariah Brown. The punt travels 44 yards. First and 10, Georgia from the 30. The pass to number 2, Josh McCray. The play loses 4 yards. 2nd down, 14. The pass intended for Nate Frazier. Defended by number 1, Damani Jackson.
Timeout for an offensive player injury. Third down, 14 from the 26. The pass complete to number 32, Cash Jones. Fourth down, 1. Number 4 for Georgia is now wearing number 46.
Brett Thorson in punt formation. Cole Adams deep for Alabama. The ball is marked out of bounds at the 8-yard line. The punt travels 53 yards. First and 10, Alabama from the 8. Simpson's pass complete to number 1, Isaiah Horton. First down from the 20. Hill, the ball carrier. Second down 8. Ty Simpson hit by number 0, Gabe Harris Jr. The play loses 1 yard. Third down 9. The pass is incomplete. Intended for number 5, Jeremy Bernard. Fourth down. Flicked out in punt formation. Zachariah Brandt, deep for Georgia. The punt blocked by number 83, Cole Spear. First and 10, Georgia from the 21. Number 3, Nate Frazier. The run picks up 14. First and goal from the 7. Frazier tackled for a loss by number 2, Xavier Brown. Second down from the 8. Number 86, Dylan Bell. Bell stopped at the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 1. The pass complete to number 0, Roderick Robinson II for the Georgia touchdown. Number 91, Peyton Woodring to attempt a point after. Number 14, Gunnar Stockton to hold. The kick is good. With 4 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0. Number 91, Peyton Woodring, kicking off for Georgia. Deep for Alabama, number 17, Lazier Brooks. The kick goes through the end zone for the touchback. First and 10 Alabama from the 25. Number 0, A.K. Deer. Tackled by number 6, Dalen Everett. The gain is 2, 2nd down 8. The pass complete to number 4, Daniel Hill. 3rd down 4. Simpson's pass complete to number 2, Ryan Williams. The The play gains 20 yards. First down from the 49. The pass intended for number 1, Isaiah Horton. Broken up by number 1, Ellis Robinson, the 4th. Second down. The pass complete to number 5, Jeremy Bernard. Brought down by number 20, Corey Thomas. Third down 6. The pass intercepted by number 6, Dalen Everett. Here's a flag on the play.
During the return, personal foul, face mask, return team. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. First down, Georgia.
First and 10, Georgia from the 45. First down from the 43. Number 2, Josh McCray. Stopped by number 9, Elijah Wilson. Second down 8. The pass to number 4, Oscar Delp. Tackled at the 50 by number 10, Justin Jefferson. Third down 3. Stockton on the carry. First down.
This is the end of the first quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, the score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0. First and 10, Georgia from the 47. Frazier, the ball carrier. Second down 9. Nate Frazier on the carry. First down. First and 10 from the 35. Number 33, Chauncey Bowens. Stopped by number 1, Dominic Jackson. Second down 3. Bowens hit at the line of scrimmage by number 96, Tim Keenan III. Third down. Gunnar Stockton on the quarterback draw. Fourth down 1. Gunnar Stockton picks up the first down. First and 10 from the 23. The pass intended for Nate Frazier. Broken up by number 42, Yanze Pierre. Second down. Dillon Bell. The gain is 19 yards. First and goal from the 4. Nate Frazier tackled for a loss. The tackle by number 88, Isaiah Fargo. Taken down from the 5. There's a flag.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Second down from the 10. Stockton carries to the 5. Stopped by number 42, Yancey Pierre. Third and goal from the 5. Stockton's pass complete to number 86, Dillon Bell, for the Georgia touchdown. Peyton Woodring to attempt the point after. Gunnar Stockton to hold. The kick is good. With 8 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The score, Georgia's 14, Alabama 0. The Georgia scoring drive covered 57 yards in 14 plays. Peyton Woodring kicking off for Georgia. Deep for Alabama, Lazir Brooks. The kick goes through the end zone for the touchback. First and 10, Alabama from the 25. The pass to number 2, Ryan Williams. The completion picks up 21 yards. First and 10 from the 46.
The previous play is under video review where the runner stepped out of bounds. After video review, the runner stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It'll be first and 10, Alabama at that spot.
First and 10 from the 38. Since his pass thrown out of bounds.
There is no foul for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside of the pocket, and the ball crossed the line of scrimmage. Second down.
The pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Third down 10. The pass intended for number 17, Lazir Brooks. Coverage by number 15, DeMello Jones. Fourth down. Blinked out in front formation. Zachariah Black, deep for Georgia. Punch Rivals 42. First and 10, Georgia from the 20. Number 86, Dylan Bell, carries around left end. The game is 12. First and 10 from the 32. The pass to number 3, Nate Frazier. Tackled by number 1, Damani Jackson. The game is 2, second down 8. The pass to number 18, Jacoby White-Helton. Brought down by number 10, Justin Jefferson. Third down 6. Stockton's pass incomplete. Fourth down. Brett Thorson in punt formation. Cole Adams, deep for Alabama. The fair catch is made at the 24. The punt travels 40 yards. First and 10, Alabama from the 25. Number 0, A.K. Deer. Hit by number 3, C.J. Allen. The gain is 3 yards. Second down 7. Number 2, Ryan Williams. Third down 2. The pass intended for number 4, Daniel Hill. Fourth down. Blinked out in punt formation. Zachariah Branch, deep for Georgia. Branch makes the fair catch at the 18. The punt travels 49 yards. First and 10, Georgia from the 18. Pass to number 1, Zachariah Branch. Brought down by number 4, Clayton Russo. First down from the 28. The pass completes to number 86, Dylan Bell. Second down 2. Nate Frazier carries for the first down. First and 10 from the 40. Chauncey Bowens carries up the middle. Hit by number 90, London Simmons. Second down 8.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Second down 8 from the 42. Stockton on the carry. Tackled by number 94, Edric Hill. Third down 3. The pass to number 33, Chauncey Bowens. Brought down by number 8, Justin Hill.
Timeout, Alabama. It is their first. It will be 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 9 seconds. Thank you.
Brett Thorson in punt formation.
Timeout, Georgia. It is their first. It will be 30 seconds.
Fourth down 1 from the 49. Number 2, Josh McCray carries for the first down. First and 10 from the 47. The pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Second down. Number 32, Cash Jones. Third down 8. Stockton's pass thrown out of bounds. Pressure on the play by number 11, Jordan Runard.
There is no foul for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the tackle box, and the ball crossed the line of scrimmage. Please set the game clock to 21 seconds.
Brett Thorson in confirmation. Cole Adams deep for Alabama. The fair catch is made at the 8. First and 10, Alabama from the 9. The pass complete to number 14, Marshall Pritchett. Throws a flag.
There are 2 fouls on the play, 1 on each team. Personal foul, hands to the face, offense, number 64. Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 9. The fouls will offset, remains first down.
First and 10 from the 9. Simpson downs the play. At the end of the second quarter, the score, Georgia 14, Alabama 0.
Coach, you know as well as anyone, no lead is safe in this game. How do you hold on to it in the second half?
Play really good defense, hang on to the ball, and don't turn the ball over. They're really good at getting turnovers and win the line of scrimmage. I mean, you got to win the game up front, and we need to win the game with the line of scrimmage.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Let's go to Holly Rowe and Kalen DeBoer.
Well, Coach, you talked about the importance of time of possession. What can your offense change just to sustain some drives and get some momentum?
Yeah, there's a couple of easy plays. We just got to make those, and obviously the takeaway, is big, and we've given them field position 2 times. That's where the 14 points come from.
What do you say right now?
Keep playing. We get the ball to start the half, and it's a 4-quarter game for a reason.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
No panic, but Simpson must improve a lot on a 5 for 12, 53-yard and 1 interception performance. So the game with the Capital One halftime report will come up next. After these messages, you're watching the SEC Championship on ABC.
You're watching Dr. Pepper Championship Week.
Buckle up for the second half of the SEC Championship on ABC, presented by Dr. Pepper, part of Dr. Pepper Championship Week. Dogs up 14-0, but no lead has been safe in this head-to-head, and Kirby Smart knows that very well. Against Alabama, when leading at half, he's 0-3, and that includes the national championship game in this building when the Dogs were dominant, led 13-0. Remember before Nick Saban made the quarterback change, bringing on Tua Tagovailoa, came back and won it in overtime. The IHG Hotels and Resorts first half stats brought to you. And this is a similar stat line for Alabama's offense as that championship game years ago.
When they made a switch.
Yeah.
Obviously not going to do that tonight, but they do got to get their passing game going. They tried to run the ball, averaging 1.9 yards a carry. They've got to obviously, at this point, down 14. This is where they're going to have to rely not just on Ty Simpson, but the offensive line to do their job. And more importantly, the receivers. They're not getting separation. They're not getting open. Ty's back there holding the ball often, but to think Jeremy Bernard would only have 1 reception for 4 yards in the first half.
Their most versatile weapon, no parts so far. But Georgia's defense now in the last 14 quarters has allowed it.
The kick goes into the end zone for the touchback. First and 10, Alabama from the 25. From number 15, Ty Simpson. Complete to number 17, Lazier Brooks. Forced out of bounds by number 27, Rayshawn Dinkins. The play picks up 1 yard. Second down 9. Simpson's pass thrown out of bounds. Third down 9. Ty Simpson, sacked by number 20, Ja'Cory Thomas. Fourth down. Number 38, Blake Dowd in punt formation. Deep for Georgia, number 1, Zachariah Brown. Branch returns from the 36. The punt travels 47 yards. First and 10, Georgia from the 40. Number 3, Nate Frazier. The play gains 1. Second down 9. Pass from number 14, Gunnar Stockton. Complete to number 3, Nate Frazier. The tackle by number 2, Xavier Brown. Third down 3. The pass to Zachariah Branch picks up the first down. First and 10 from the 27. pass complete to number 7, Lawson Lucky. The completion picks up 18. First and goal from the 9. The pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. The pass knocked down by number 41, Nakai Hill-Green. Second down from the 9. Number 3, Nate Frazier carries for the Georgia touchdown. Number 91, Peyton Wittering to attempt to run after it. Number 14, Gunnar Stockton to hold. The kick is good. With 10 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The score, Georgia 21, Alabama 0. The Georgia scoring drive covered 40 yards in 6 plays. Peyton Wittering kicking off for Georgia. Lazir Brooks, deep for Alabama. Brooks returns from the 2. The tackle by number 85, Chase Linton. First and 10, Alabama from the 13. Tackled by number 5, Raylan Wilson. Second down 4. Simpson stopped for a loss. The play loses 6 yards. Third down 10. play.
False start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
Third down 15 from the 8. Pass complete to number 14, Marshall Pritchett. Tackled by number 9, Chris Cole. Fourth down. Blake dialed in punt formation. Zachariah Branch, deep for Georgia. The punt travels 46 yards. First and 10, Georgia from the 35. Number 86, Dylan Bell. Hit by number 0, Deontay Lawson. No gain on the play. Second down. Factoring on the carry. Brought down by number 96, Tim Keenan III. Third down 2. To number 16, London Humphreys. First down.
Personal foul, hands to the face. Offense, number 63. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains third down.
Third down 17 from the 28. The pass complete to number 86, Dylan Bell. 4th down 4. Number 92, Brett Thorson in punt formation. Deep for Alabama, number 7, Cole Adams. The ball goes into the end zone for the touchback. The punt travels 59 yards. First and 10, Alabama from the 20. The pass caught by number 4, Daniel Hill. The gain is 4 yards. 2nd down 6. Hill on the carry. Tackled by number 5, Braylon Wilson. 3rd down 3. The pass to number 4, Daniel Hill. Fourth down 2. Flicked out in punt formation. Zachariah Branch, deep for Georgia. The ball is marked out of bounds at the 35. The punt travels 37 yards. First and 10, Georgia from the 35. Number 3, Nate Frazier. The run picks up 9. 2nd down 1. Frazier carries for the first down. First and 10 from the 48. There's a flag.
False start. Offense, number 7. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
First down 15 from the 43. Dylan Bell carries around left end. Second down 10. McQuaid tackled for a loss by number 8, Justin Hill. Third down 13. The pass complete to number 32, Cash Jones. Stopped by number 9, Cam Calhoun. Fourth down 5. Brett Thorson in punt formation. Cole Adams deep for Alabama. The fair catch is made at the 9. The punt travels 44 yards. First and 10, Alabama from the 9. The pass to number 81, Caleb Edwards.
This is the end of the third quarter.
At the end of the third quarter, the score Georgia 21, Alabama 0. First and 10, Alabama from the 30. The pass complete to number 4, Daniel Hill. Second down 1. Ty Simpson sacked by number 33, Quintavious Johnson. There's a flag on the play.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty will be added to the dead ball spot. First down, Alabama.
First and 10 from the 45. The ball is caught by number 81, Caleb Edwards. The gain is 13. First down from the 42. Simpson's pass to number 4, Daniel Hill. Hit by number 3, C.J. Allen. Second down, 6. The pass intended for Daniel Hill. Third down, 6. The pass intended for number 2, Ryan Williams. There's a flag.
Pass interference, defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
First and 10 from the 23. The pass intended for number 17, Lazir Bortz. Second down. The pass intended for Ryan Williams. Defended by number 1, Ellis Robinson, the 4th. Third down. Simpson's pass complete to number 5, Jeremy Bernard, for the Alabama touchdown. The touchdown pass, 23 yards. Number 31, Connor Talty to attempt the point after. Number 38, Blake Dow to hold. The kick is good. With 12 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The score, Georgia 21, Alabama 7. The Alabama scoring drive covered 91 yards in 8 plays. Connor Talty kicking off for Alabama. Zachariah Branch deep for Georgia. The kick goes through the end zone for the touchback. First and 10, Georgia from the 25. The pass complete to number 1, Zachariah Branch. Tackled by number 31, Keon Keeley. Second down 3. Stockton's pass complete to number 4, Oscar Delp. First down. First and 10 from the 37. Stockton on the quarterback keeper. Tackled by number 96, Tim Keenan III. No gain. Second down. Stockton on the carry. The tackle by number 41, Mekhi Hill-Green. Third down 4. Stockton on the carry. Hit by number 96, Tim Keenan III. Fourth down. Brett Thorson in punt formation. Cole Adams deep for Alabama. First and 10, Alabama from the 4. Simpson pass incomplete. Second down. The pass complete to number 5, Jeremy Bernard. The gain is 8 yards. Third down 2. The pass is incomplete. Intended for number 81, Caleb Edwards. Broken up by number 3, C.J. Allen. Fourth down. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Bernard. Georgia takes over on downs. First and 10 at the 12. Striking on the quarterback keeper. No gain, second down. Nate Frazier hit at the line of scrimmage by number 0, Deontay Lawson. The play loses 1 yard. 3rd down 11. Stockton's pass complete to number 1, Zachariah Branch for the Georgia touchdown. Peyton Woodring to attempt a point after. Gunnar Stockton to hold. The kick is good. With 6 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The score is Georgia 28, Alabama 7. Peyton Woodring kicking off for Georgia. Deep for Alabama, Lazier Brooks. The kick goes through the end zone for the touchback. First and 10, Alabama from the 25. The pass complete to number 5, Jeremy Bernard. First down from the 41. Simpson's pass to Jeremy Bernard. Brought down by number 15, DeMello Jones. 2nd down 2. The pass intended for Bernard. Broken up by number 6, Dalen Everett. 3rd down 2. Pass Simpson carries to midfield. Fourth down 1.
Alabama. It is their first. It will be 30 seconds.
Fourth down 1 from the 50. Simpson's pass complete to number 81, Caleb Edwards. First down. First and 10 from the 42.
The game clock did not run on the play. Please set the game clock to 5 minutes and 15 seconds. And please set the play clock to 40 seconds. Both the game clock and the play clock will start on my signal.
The pass is incomplete. Broken up by number 4, KJ Bolden. Second down 10 from the 42. Ty Simpson chased down by number 10, Zayden Walker. Third down 15. The lateral from Jeremy Bernard back to number 4, Daniel Hill. The play gains 30 yards. First and 10 from the 17. The pass intended for Bernard. Defended by number 1, Ellis Robinson, the 4th. Second down. The pass is incomplete. Intended for A.K. Deer. Third down. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Ryan Williams. 4th down. The pass intended for Bernard, incomplete. Georgia takes over on down. First and 10, Georgia from the 17. Frazier carries up the middle. The tackle by number 96, Tim Keenan III. 2nd down, 6. Gunnar Stockton tackled for a loss by number 23, James Smith.
Timeout, Alabama. It is their second. It will be 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 2 minutes, 31 seconds. Thank you.
Down 12 from the 15. Number 33, Chauncey Bowen.
You should be seeing levels.
The gain is 19 yards. 1st down.
Injured offensive player. Please reset the game clock to 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Thank you. This is the 2-minute timeout.
First and 10 from the 34. Stockton downs the play. Second down.
Hey, Javon, make sure you grab the leather bag in there, too.
Stockton downs the play.
Check.
Stockton downs the play. Score, Georgia 28, Alabama 7. The Georgia Bulldogs are the 2025 SEC champions. The Southeastern Conference
SEC Football Final is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
And there it is. The Georgia Bulldogs are your 2025 SEC champions. They did it with turnovers. They did it with domination. For 4 quarters, the Bulldogs were the more physical team up and down the field in a 28-7 performance that felt not as close as the final score would even dictate. That was as dominant of a performance in a championship game as you will see, and Kirby Smart gets the Alabama monkey off his back after going 1-7 against Alabama, 0-2 against Kalen DeBoer. Finally gets it done. Tim Tebow, Roman Harper, I'm Jordan Rogers. Tim, initial thoughts on Georgia's dominant performance?
They did it their way. They did it with physicality. They did it with stopping the run, running the football, converting on third downs. Up till a few minutes ago, I think Gunner was 8 of 10 with 3 touchdowns on third down. Just efficient. Didn't take a lot of shots down the field. But you just know Kirby loved that style of play. That's exactly what Georgia wants to do. They want to win it up front. They want to dominate you. They want to get pressure on the quarterback. And that's their style of play.
You see Gunnar Stockton there. Got his first taste of playing time in this game last year, filling in for Carson Beck this time. Wire to wire as the starter and taking home some hardware. As you see Kirby Smart congratulating Oscar Delp and a bunch of other players as they throw the SEC championship red shirts on, the championship hats. Going to have a trophy presentation here shortly. Rome, let's get to the Bama side. Just not the Bama team we thought we would see tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of words that could be said about the performance. It was lackluster. It lacked energy. It lacked enthusiasm. There was zero explosiveness to this offense defensively. They couldn't get off the field. And ultimately, you got to give Georgia all the credit. They came out, they started fast, exactly opposite of what this game has been in the past couple of years when these teams have matched up. They won on the special team side with blocking the punt. Also, field position battle won by Georgia big time. And then when you had to have it, Georgia made the plays, and Alabama clearly did not make any play of substantial, meaning that actually turned or flipped this game in their way. And so because of that, you're going to get the score that you're going to get, and hats off to Georgia with a great performance for 4 quarters.
When you lose the special team battle, you lose the rushing battle, and you lose the turnover battle, you're not going to win many games.
No. But it's going to make one Kirby Smart very happy. And just a few minutes ago, he caught up with our Holly Rowe.
Well, Coach, how sweet is redemption when it comes with an SEC championship trophy?
Well, it's not about redemption. They got a great program, great head coach. It's about our team tonight. These guys have been told and doubted, and since that last game, they can't beat this team. Our team was really physical tonight, played an excellent game, really proud of them, and proud for these Georgia fans, man.
Your defense rose up and put on one of the best shows of their season. How did they do it? -3 yards rushing allowed.
Trey Scott, Lynn Schumann, Thacker, T-Rob, Dante, that defensive staff's incredible. And that's Schumann and them's defense. That ain't my defense. That's Schumann and them's defense. Incredible job.
Coach, you've said all season this is a team that cannot be killed. How does this give you some momentum moving into the playoff?
Well, we got to keep getting better. We got a lot of young players that stepped up tonight. We had a lot of injuries. They had a lot of injuries. Proud as hell for this team.
I love what we just heard. So much of the credit, because of Kirby Smart being a defensive coach, always gets lumped onto his shoulders. He made a point right there to say that's Glenn Schumann's defense. Yes. And it wasn't just, as Holly Rowe mentioned, the -3 rushing yards. To me, the story of the game was the pressure on Ty Simpson. He had 0 time to throw the ball. The blitz package was early and often from Georgia, and it was dominant, not just against the run, but against this high-powered passing attack from Alabama.
I feel like we talked about it all day.
We did.
But we need to continue to talk about it. When Alabama cannot protect Ty Simpson, they are not the same offense.
And
Ty Simpson really struggled.
And time and time again, it was what we talked about early, blitzing the running back, pressure towards the running back. Remember, Jam Miller not playing in this game. Josh Cuevas, the tight end, not playing in this game. Daniel Hill looked like an inexperienced young running back that was lost at times, as we saw there in protection. And just time and time again, Ty Simpson was looking for players downfield and didn't have the time.
And also, let's be honest, the receivers for Alabama did not step up the way they could. They had opportunities in the second half, and they could not come down with some big catches.
Yeah, and can I just give credit to one person I probably never give credit to?
Come on.
The punter of Georgia, Brett Thorson, continued to punt. They punt, and they punted 7 times, and they were inside the 20 on 5 of those with a long of 59. The field position was a hidden weapon for Georgia.
Let's get to the hardware handover. Laura Rutledge, take it away.
As SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey, Georgia Athletics Director Josh Brooks, President Jerry Moorhead, and we are going to get this going by announcing our MVP of the 2025 SEC Championship game, and that is quarterback Gunnar Stockton. Gunnar, get up here. Take a ton of credit, and you love to give the credit to your your teammates, but when we were just about to do the interview down there, a couple of your teammates were coming by and they said, he's the one. What can you say about this group and the way they've supported you?
No, they're awesome. They make it fun to go practice and just be around them every day.
MVP of the SEC championship game. How does that sound from a guy from Tiger, Georgia, all the way to this?
Sounds like a dream come true.
All right, let's get Kirby Smart over here. Congratulations to Gunner. And Kirby, this is something that you felt like this team could accomplish, but you knew that there was some growing up that had to happen. How would you describe the way that they have responded throughout this season?
They've responded in the face of so much adversity, so much criticism, and they just kept getting better and better. A couple of them just told me they want to go back and practice tonight. They said they want to get out there tonight and get a bloody Tuesday when we get back home. That's the kind of mentality this team has. They want to practice some more. They want to practice some more. They love contact, and we love them.
What can you say about this Georgia fan base that packed this place, a place that you're all too familiar with, the way that they have continued to show up and be a heartbeat on the outside of this team?
Yeah, they were all here last week. I want to thank the band, especially. The band has been incredible and loud and rocking. We love our band. And you know what? These fans have been through a lot of heartache and agony in these games, but not tonight, baby, not tonight.
One more question. Are you guys going to practice tonight?
I don't know. She wants to know if we're going to practice tonight. We got malpractice tonight.
Okay, they said no. All right, congratulations to Kirby Smart, Gunner Stockton, this Georgia Bulldogs team. And now it is time for SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey to present the 2025 SEC Championship Trophy.
If that's not a testament to the mentality of this Georgia football team on the stage accepting the SEC championship trophy and talking about possibly practicing tonight. I know they were having fun with it, but this is the mentality of this team. They are hungry, like a Georgia team that I don't think we've ever seen before, to prove that they are still that dominant version of Georgia we've seen year after year. What a scene here as the confetti falls in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, a stadium that Alabama has dominated over Georgia until tonight. A statement to the world, to the College Football Playoff Committee that's going to have a lot to consider after watching this one-sided affair in the SEC Championship. Laura Rutledge is going to be headed over here in a second. She was just on stage. Tim Tebow, Jordan Rogers, Roman Harper. We were just talking to you on the other side of the screen. Now we're here in person. How do you wrap this one up, Timmy?
Well, I think you probably wrap it up by what Kirby just said. They love contact, and we love them. And you could see that. You could see a band of brothers in a day and age when teams aren't as close. You could see how physical and how much better they've gotten this entire season. It's not the same team that started the year for Georgia. It's not the same team that in Athens lost to this Bama team. It's a team that consistently got better, and give them credit because their mentality has changed their performance.
And that is a testament to leadership.
That's right.
Leadership is important, which is why we're going to go to break and get our leader, Laura Rutledge, back here on the other side so she can take it from here after working the sidelines for 4 quarters. So much more to cover here from Mercedes-Benz Stadium as the confetti still falls on a Georgia championship.
SEC Football Final is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, official sporting goods and outdoor retailer of the SEC. And in part by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet.